So, yeah, couldn't have fired him sooner? Just saying, Ashton. Anyway, what's cracking, people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Jak 3. And the last one, we defended Freedom HQ, and we brought down the Crimson Guard factory and, effectively spoiled one part of Errol's plan. We also received the Mass Inverter, the second level of the Dark Eco of the Peacemaker. We know the Dark Eco weapon. Now, you may be wondering, what does the Mass Inverter do? Well, it's a gravity gun. Legit, it's a gravity gun. How it works is that when you fire it...
Jak, please help us. Errol is attacking the Monk Temple. He wants the secrets we have kept concerning the Dark Makers. Please hurry. If we land Wave 6, it could undo this world.
Huh. Well, interesting. Seem's calling us for help. You know it must be that, because Seem don't like us, period. But let me go ahead and get myself a little bit of ammo for the dark weapon. Yeah, no, so the Mass Inverter, how it works is that when you fire it, let's go ahead and show it off. It lifts everything up. Everything in the vicinity, it lifts up and then drops. And if it dies in one hit, it will automatically die in one hit. A little bit healthier. A little bit of life. I need to get vehicle real quick. We'll go ahead and just grab it, but I need to get this to easier. But yeah, no, the Mass Inverter is actually a pretty legit weapon. I actually use it a lot more than the actual Peacemaker. Being legit. For the sheer fact that it just has a little bit more utility than anything else. It's good for crowd control. Just all that help I just got. Yeah, no, it's good crowd control. You can, what I usually do as a good comboing weapon, I pull out the Mass Inverter, and it's only when I really need to. I pull that one out, fire it, and then I take out the beam reflexor, fire that one, and just watch them go pinging off the wall. Okay, just kind of knocking me out the way there. And it's honestly some of the most range guns we have in the game. I believe the upgrade for it, which we actually didn't get in the last part, because I guess it just didn't unlock. Maybe we gotta wait a little bit longer, I don't know. But the hold on a second, I think I saw a previous of what we can grab real quick. Yep, we do. But that's not a problem with the game. Every once in a while, if you off-screen your vehicle, even if you're like 2 feet from it, it will just disappear. So bear that in mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this and go from there. But yeah, no, you're going to love the beam reflexor. It's one of the most we're going to have in this game. Also, I meant to mention it last time, but I forgot to. I know I mentioned in the an episode that I had done some off-screen grinding, I did the side missions, to get some precursor orbs to buy some of the secrets. Well, I actually completely forgot that in order to access the side missions in the game, that's what the Metalhead Skull Gems are for. I think I remember saying it in the very first part, maybe the second part of this particular series of Jak 3, that I didn't understand what the point of the Metalhead Skull Gems were. And I know that some people who probably play Jak 3 more than I do, or have a more readily available memory than I do, were probably screaming that they're used for the side missions, you nincompoop. Well, they're used for the side missions. And the amount of skull gems you pay determines the difficulty of the side mission. And you'll see in the bonus videos what I'm talking about. But suffice it to say, some of these missions can get ridiculous. Also, we're now back in the wasteland, and since we gotta go to the precursor temple, we're going to need to get the dune hopper. But I can show off a few things. For one thing, this is turbo in the desert. The hoverboard goes ridiculously fast. And now that we're in here are some of the vehicles that we unlocked. The Heat Seeker, the Dust Demon, and this is the Desert Screamer. The Desert Screamer is the fastest vehicle in the game. I believe it is. I have to double check, but I believe the Desert Screamer is the fastest vehicle in the game. But I think with the Heat Seeker probably close behind. Problem is, the Desert Screamer is ungodly to control. It is terrible, but it is a lot of fun at the same time. And I have tried to use it to win a specific racing mission in one of the side missions here. The Desert Screamer and the Heat Seeker both have they both have machine guns. Those are their weapons. The Dust Demon, I think that's what it's called, the Dust Demon. That one has grenade launchers, but they don't go as far as the Dune Hopper. Dune Hopper actually has a longer arc, I believe, for its grenade launchers. Same amount of damage, you know, there's no like damage statistics or anything, but that's pretty much it. The Dust Demon also is a much faster vehicle. Now, the vehicles you buy and unlock, they are actually faster than the default vehicles you get just playing the game. And you essentially need them to do some of the side missions. Specifically the racing missions, and that's ultimately up to you. I will admit that they are a prime example of why the driving in this game, while I love it, oh dear, I mean, there's this whole thing where it's like, there's like, if you so much as tap the analog stick to steer, they will just start skid marking and drifting and sliding. Especially the Desert Screamer. That one is ungodly to control. It makes it hard when you're doing races that have like, a lot of turns, where you go up and over hills. It can be a bit much. But I do think they're worth getting. I just wish that there was a little bit more you could do with them once you beat the game. But the one problem with Jak 2 and Jak 3 is, well, with the Jak and Daxter series, and this is actually a problem that Jak X doesn't actually have. When we get the Jak X, I can show that a little bit more. But Jak and Daxter's replayability really only comes down to you doing a new game. There's no point in trying to load up an old save file unless you're trying to get all the precursor orbs, which I believe in this game lets you do without having to worry about, you know, going to an area being locked off forever. I don't think they hide precursor orbs in those kind of areas anymore. Which, you know, I'm glad they changed that. But this time around, So let's go ahead and pull this up, so you're going to need this for some of these enemies. But yeah, no, Arrow's attacking the temple, and he's using the Dark Makers to do it. Now here's the interesting thing about the Dark Makers. The Dark Makers, yeah, they have this shield, right? So if you fire at them, you know, you just keep going until they die, until the shield breaks, and then you do more damage. But like I said, with the Beam Reflector, what you can do with it is you can actually hit them multiple times, in the air with one shot, as opposed to having it, you know, go on the ground and then falling and then, you know, not getting hit by the reflexor. If you use the mass inverter, you can hover them in the air and essentially just have the beams just annihilate them, like overkill them, and then when they die, they hit the ground. So it just makes certain fights easier. And that's the one thing about Jack J that I really like. That's just the creativity in the weapons, you know. Can you go here? There we go. Almost got it. The back side has collapsed, which I believe happened the last time we were here. While Dark Jack, hold charge and release the power. So since we gotta use the Dark Jack move we got last time to bust this one. And you can see just how devastating this thing is. It destroys their shield in one shot. And kills them instantly too. That dude just literally betrayed his guy. That is hilarious. Are we done? Did I kill them all? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. With how much Dark Eco wells they have around here, you really shouldn't run out of Dark Eco. I think we haven't actually run out of Eco since the start of the game. It's a bit ridiculous when you think about it. But hey, I ain't complaining. Okay, gonna have to bust this open, alright. No? Huh. I just wanna have to bust that open. There's something else in here I gotta break open, I'm sure of it. Just not certain where, though. There we go! I broke by doing the rear back for that. Ammo. Seems like we got company. We'll need these for side missions. We'll go ahead and get what we can. Now, conversely, you could always use the mass inverter and just float them off the edge, but where's the fun in that? Here's what I do. Here's what the fun is. Sorry guys, but this is a zero-G zone. Happy landings! Man, you put it in at the wrong time, son. Are you guys just gonna keep porting in? Because I got ammo for days, guys. I keep doing this. I might as well go ahead and make a run for it. Ha! I am the master of Dark Eco. Fear my edge. Oh. Metalhead Skull Gem! Mine! My shinies, you can't have them. I do like how the Dark Makers just look like precursor statues. Like, you just look at their faces, they look like the precursor statues. And the precursor mechs that we fought in Jack 1 and in earlier inside this game. Just a nice design detail when you look at it, because they are essentially twisted precursors. Since we're here, go ahead and heal up. Free health. I'm not gonna say no to that. And here we are. Gonna get our final light jack power, and probably the best one in the game. Aesthetically speaking.
Once again you stand before me, brave one. And once again, your heroism shall be rewarded. I give you a new light power, one which will help you reach new places. Places only in your dreams.
Jack got wings. Light Jack flight. And I have to say, this is probably the most creative look for wings I've ever seen in my life. But if you jump, you want to do it in a rhythm, but yeah, if you look at the wings, it's like they have like this weird membrane kind of thing, you know? Yeah, which one am I going here? Yeah, let's say over there. You essentially get like, I think you get a quintuple jump, and so many goes. I always use the jet board to make it easier to do that. So I think now we have to do. So basically, how Light Jack works, how Light Jack works now, in my opinion, because now you're probably doing it wrong. If you ever activate Light Jack by not activating the Light Jack wings first, because it is by far the more interesting to do. And look at this, I'm an angel with a gat. Deal with it. Also, the Light Jack flight doesn't take light eco. It doesn't. So you can essentially have the extra jump as long as you want. Just remember, you have to do the jump in a rhythm. Otherwise, you will mess it up and plummet to your doom. So you have to do it in a rhythm. But I do think that the max limit is 5. I think you get 5 flaps before you plummet. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So now what's over here? Locked door. Okay. I think I might have screwed myself, but okay. Well, if I die here, that's fine. Huh. Apparently not. I guess there isn't 5 flaps. I guess it's just as long as you can keep the rhythm going. Huh. That's more than 5 flaps. Maybe I was just hitting it too fast when I was younger. But yeah, no, this is by far one of my favorite upgrades in Jack. It's just that amazing.
Errol has learned how to connect with the Darkmaker's ship. If he can awaken its terrible cargo, he will unleash horrors beyond our deepest nightmares. Not all is lost. I hid the most important artifact from Errol. I was wrong about you. You have the balance needed to save us all.
As rubber-wearing, completely freaky, beyond bizarre, paint-faced, super weird monks go, you're alright.
I have now seen the truth, and I am at peace. At least I was granted the gift of seeing the face of my creators. Thank you, little one.
Okay.
Interesting. The face of his creators. I think seems supposed to be androgynous, so I don't know exactly what the gender is, but it's the face of the creator.
Jack, we need you back at Sparga City. The scope's picking up major movement out over the water. It's not a storm, it's something else. My guess is it's connected to those dark satellites we've seen. You're the best gunner we've got, Jack. This is your chance to repay your life debt. Get back here as soon as you can.
Alright then, well, with that being said, this has been Jack 3. More troubles on the horizon in Spargus. And this is a chance for us to, as Damo says, repay our life debt to the city. We'll do that next time. I've been Anansi, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you later.